guys, how's it going? Hopefully my car's not too loud. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my air. This car's very loud, a lot of road noise, so maybe you have a hard time hearing me, hopefully not. But today I'm gonna talk about driving and how to get better gas mileage, different things like that, but also how to be a faster driver, how to drive in the rain, and all these things, they all go hand in hand. So the secret to driving fast, a lot of people think, is driving crazy. It's not like this, you know, like driving like erratically or anything like that. Driving fast is actually driving really smooth, and I'm going to show you why right now. So let's say you're going on this curve, right? You actually want to take this curve as smooth as you want. So you want to turn the steering wheel the least possible. So in order to do that, instead of turning the steering wheel harder, you let go of the gas a little bit, and it allows you to turn better. This guy actually put his signal before he turned, but most of the time people put their signal on right as they're turning, and that's not good for anybody, because then you have to make sudden movements, and driving fast does not kill people, but coming to a stop suddenly kills people. So that's also something you got to think about. The other thing too is gas mileage. So I'm getting about 29 miles per gallon right now, maybe 30. But when you're hitting on the brakes or the gas hard, you're affecting your gas mileage in a negative way. So that comes back to being smooth. So you don't want to do any hard braking, but you also don't want to do any hard acceleration. Right now these guys are braking ahead of me, so I'm going to change lanes to avoid hard braking. This guy's not going to signal. He's going to pull out in front of me, so always expect for the worst. That way you're not slamming on the brakes and you're not wasting unnecessary gas or energy. Whether you drive an electric car, a hybrid, or an ICE-powered car, then either way you still need energy to power the car. And usually by hitting the brakes you're wasting energy, unless you're in a hybrid, because in the hybrid you get some of that energy back when you hit the brakes. Now when you're doing a turn, instead of say turning your hand with the steering wheel, you could just use the accelerator. Right now I want to decrease my radius, so I'm going to let go of the accelerator. Now I want to increase my radius, so I'm going to go ahead and push down the accelerator harder, and you're going to see I'm going to make this turn just by hitting the gas. So now I made a right lane change and a turn just by hitting the gas. Same thing here. Instead of turning, avoid turning, but just use the gas. Either apply less or more of it, and that's going to make the car turn. So that's how you turn the car using the accelerator, but it also allows you to be smoother. You don't want to, the more you're turning the steering wheel, the slower you're going. So you actually want your tires or your wheels to be facing forward as much as possible. The more forward your wheels are facing all the time, the faster you're going to go and the less fuel or energy you're going to use. It takes more power to move a car or a cart that has the wheels turned. You try pushing a car, like let's say you park your car, you put it in neutral, and you push it, but the steering wheel is turned all the way to one direction. It's going to make it much harder to turn the car than if, let's say, the wheels are straight. So you want your wheels to be straight as long as possible. That way you're wasting the least amount of fuel. Also, when you change lanes, you don't want to be sudden like that, but you actually want to be very smooth. See, I'm coming in this turn, cutting through the shortest distance, so that's the inside, but also you want to come out of the turns fast, so you should start on the outside, touch the inside, and then end up back on the outside. In cases of traffic, you can't always do that, because not everybody's a racer, not everybody understands driving theory, so a lot of people will actually keep you from doing that. But in other situations, when you're alone or on a mountain road, you can remember that. And you can even practice that within your own lane. So here I'm going to practice in my lane. I'm on the inside. As I'm seeing the straightaway part, I start to hit the gas. Right now I'm going to let go of the gas because I need to turn a smaller radius. So I'm letting go of the gas a bit. Now I just want to keep my radius, so I'll keep the gas steady. Over here, this guy's cutting me off, no signal. Normally I flash people, but sometimes I also like to avoid flashing people because people get butthurt and then they all of a sudden want to brake check, you know? So this guy was late to merge, no signaling. Hopefully this guy doesn't also go in front of us. But yeah, see, driving smooth, it's faster, you get more miles per gallon because you're not hitting on the brakes and going constant. So be smart when you're choosing your lanes, and also don't tailgate, because although tailgating does save you gas, let's say drafting when I'm this close to the car, my car actually goes faster and uses less gas because I'm drafting. But you also want to make sure the car that you're drafting doesn't have any cars in front of it, because if it's bumper to bumper traffic and you're drafting, the car in front of you is going to slam on the brakes, and instead of saving energy, you're going to use up all that energy as soon as that guy hits on the brakes. So keep your distance. That allows you to have time and space to make decisions to keep your momentum going, because as long as you're keeping the momentum, unless you drive a hybrid car like this Prius, which is actually better in stop and go situations, then you're really just wasting energy, gas, and time. So be smooth, no sudden movements, don't brake hard, don't accelerate hard, don't turn hard, and all that will help you to get better gas mileage and to be a faster driver. Use your turn signals, respect the laws of the road and the speed limit, and when you are not obeying the speed limit, make sure you're not putting other people's lives in danger, and make sure that you give yourself enough time to brake, and try to drive in a middle lane with at least one lane on your left and your right, so you can have a place to escape in case of emergency. Now, I'm going to take this turn faster than this car. He drives the same car as me. It's a red BRZ, I think, but I'm way faster because I'm smooth. You see, he's late on the brakes. It's extremely slow. He's wasting energy and time. But us, we just kept the momentum and we're able to take the turn faster than him. We have the same car, but one of us is using the momentum, being smooth, and the other one slamming on the brakes. So he's actually wasting more gas because now he has to hit the gas to try to catch up to me, and I use that same momentum all the way. So there you have it. That's a way to save gas, be safer, all while being smooth. So all this goes hand in hand. Being fast, being smooth, saving gas, it all goes hand in hand, and they're all synonymous with each other. Efficiency is speed, efficiency is smoothness, efficiency is safety, because you can be very fast, but it's not very efficient if you're dead, and it's not very fast if you're dead, and it's not very fast if you crash. So I would always tell my little brother when we would race to keep it at a 75% or so limit, because it's always faster to get there alive than to crash and have to stop and fix your car.